or tell me about some my subscription service for some uh, monthly thing I never signed up for is about to end.
Yep. And speaking of things about to end, hello, people of the internet. I don't know why I said end, because this is just beginning our suffering.
We live?
Yep.
I didn't get the notification yet.
Well, god damn it. I will break everything with my penis.
Even this terrible book, so we don't have to read it again.
Especially this terrible racist book.
Okay. I think this is like evidence of one thing.
What?
We are being denied airtime by Von Kramer.
Yes.
Susan Wojcicki is probably his nephew. Oh wait, that didn't sound right.
Hello, Cameron. How are you? No. It's just how weird their family is. She is the nephew to him.
That is weird. Very weird. Now I get the notification.
Hello, Mike. Now you will eventually have dinosaurs in this dinosaur book. Hello? I really do hate that man.
Kramer? If he was in Kramer versus Kramer, we would all be rooting for the wife Kramer and not him.
Yes. I wonder if it's going to happen again, though.
All racism?
No. I mean, I wonder if we're going to have the chat just give a complete, like, retelling of the Jurassic Park script.
Oh, that would be epic. Very epic.
Tried playing WoW earlier and got a massive headache. I think I've been cursed. Oh, what happened? Did you fight the horseman? Hey, wait, welcome back to China Day and shit. Yeah. According to this probable neo-Nazi, yeah. It was all white people inventions that we graciously gave to the Chinese.
Because apparently we're such nice people, right?
Yeah. And I guess the way he sees it, that gave them an inflated sense of self-importance, and they made white people look bad, and that's why he hates them. I don't know. He's a racist. That's all that matters.
A racist.
I mean, like, you know, I'm not someone who just throws that word around. Like, this guy is legitimately racist.
I mean, I'm not lying. I'm not saying he isn't, but I just think that's a funny word.
Oh, yeah.
Racist. Racist.
This guy subscribes to the Nordic alien creators theory. I would not at all be surprised. Yeah, neither would I.
How about I call dibs on that Shan's voice when we get to him?
Okay. And I literally played for like half an hour and was hit with mass. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope your headache has gotten better, Cam. What have they done with Stormwind? What did they do to it? Explain it to me. Describe it to me. Does it excite your emotions? Does it make you happy or sad?
It makes me hungry for chicken.
I'm hungry, so I'm eating jelly beans. Which is probably a really bad idea. Sign between based and racist. This man did the long jump over it. Yes, he did. Yeah, he unironically wrote "sucky sucky" into his Asian character's dialogue. That's a racist from me, Chief. Yeah. Oh yeah, they decorated Stormwind for Hallow's End. Yeah, that's always cool. Yeah, yeah. It's not just that horse you can get from the Headless Horseman. You can get a witch's hat, a pumpkin helmet, like a jack-o'-lantern helmet, a flying broom. Yeah, I lied. This isn't Curse of the Dinosaurs. This is just me shilling out World of Warcraft. Paying me a boatload of cash to do it.
So shall we begin?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you remember where we left off?
I know it was on chapter 4. And I think it was on a
What was it that Carrie the cameraman just got shot?
yeah, Kerry the Killman just got killed by Chan and his men.
Yeah. Yes, Mike. WoW does have dinosaurs. People I saw had seasonal mogs. Yep. Okay, so yeah, that's right. He got shot. We ended with the sentence, "Pictures were not allowed either," because Kramer thought that was like a really badass way to end it off.
Dead.
God damn it, Mike. The Pandara never actually invented anything. God damn it. Alright, so ended Carry the cameraman and his equipment.
F.
Yeah, F in the chat for Carry the cameraman. Oh no, that was awful. Needs to be a capital. There. Cameraman. That's right. He was cut in half by by the fire of a semi-automatic rifle.
Banjitsu.
Yeah, because as Mike said, Von Kramer doesn't know the difference between an AK-47 and a minigun. So, if a world-renowned cameraman was expendable, what were we now?
Was he world renowned? I never heard of him until now.
Yeah. We didn't even get his last name. He was just Gary. Or is he like Barney or Madonna or something?
Is Kira the cameraman like his legal name?
Yeah. So here's my new ID, guys. It just says Carry the cameraman. It just says McLovin. Hello, Bagel. Glad you could join us. This man plays too much Dead Space. Okay, so yeah, I am now headcanoning because I need to make the story more enjoyable. Carrie the cameraman was actually McLovin, like a few years later. Yeah. Also, there no way the Chinese are using AKs in 2036. They don't even really use them now. Yeah, that's true.
What do they use? Lasers?
They wish. Okay, but then for some reason this is a completely just a paragraph of its own. Pigs readied for the spit? I mean, no, never mind. We just know the reason is just because Von Kramer's dumb.
Dumbo.
He never made it to high school.
He never made it to kindergarten.
The tent flaps parted again, and in walked Chan, accompanied by a uniformed dwarf about 2 feet tall. Oh God, no! Is he gonna get in on little people now? I exaggerate, but he was the shortest officer I had ever seen. Lastly walked in his exact opposite, the tallest of the trio. A refined Asian man in a business suit. Oh, I'm honestly surprised that he has the, I don't want to say grace, but, to refer to anyone non-white as refined.
Must have been one of his good days.
Yeah. Easily 7 foot tall. He must have been out of his mind, because one simply does not wear a full business suit in the deep Gobi. Well, no, I mean, because the implication would be, he's like, yeah, I'm not going to be here for very long. I don't need to worry about that. He was homeschooled by the ancient aliens guy. Well, they certainly never used tanks on a certain day with a certain event. That definitely never happened. That's true. Of course not. Okay, I need to clarify, I am not making this up. I'm not making a joke or some kind of comment. This is literally what the book says. He also had the thinnest eyelids I had ever seen. If I had not caught a quick reflective flash off his pupils, I would have sworn his eyes were shut. A long carrot with a knife slice below the greens. What? Oh my God. Okay, I also want to specify I am not making up these names. This is in the book. Chan, Shorty, and the Squinty the business giant sat down on the opposite side of the elongated table. What do you mean elongated? Do they just magically stretch it out to be longer than it normally is?
But they're in the desert.
Yeah.
Like the open desert.
They said they're in the tent. They're in the mess hall tent. That's right.
Why just get a building?
Well, they probably don't want to shell out the money to build something there.
Cheapskates.
Not only backed up by the stiff officer with the metal-spangled chest, but by a select group of goons, our welcoming party. There were far too many uniforms in my vicinity. The tent held the feeling of a post-Stalinist gulag interrogation. Honestly, I'm wondering if he would actually mind that in real life, or if he would like the idea of such a place. In a business suit, not in a straw hat fresh from the field, uncharacteristic of this guy. Yeah. To be fair, he's probably, oh yeah, they like to dress in those business suits and look important, don't they? Oh, okay. Refined Asian man purified dozens of times through fractional distillation. Thank you, Mike's son, Bing. Expand. It might go to pun jail. I'm not even gonna finish saying that. Okay, Raptor, you can take the next 3 or 4, whatever.
Okay. Slowly assembled all side of the table for a moment. Then the mighty midget mumbled the chant.
Wait.
What?
It actually says the mighty midget?
Mighty midget.
Oh my God.
Anyway, I was not up to my Cantonese, so I missed the vast majority of his statement. Chan the man quietly forwarded something of value to both Dangly Meadows and Squinty the giant. finishing his humble discourse with a tailored bow that more resembled a salute than a kowtow. Definitely the gesture of a kick-ass crony. So Chan was a military collaborator, as I had suspected.
You never suspected that!
Squinty the Giant unbuckled his jacket and handed it to one of the goon squad standing behind him. Jacket off, he retrieved his smokes. Dangly metals lit the unfiltered camel, hanging on Squinty's thin, dry, turned page lips. Apparently, Squinty had found our supply of American cigarettes, and apparently we were not going to be around to smoke them. It was a subtle message. All of us pensively chuckled, waiting for the well-dressed thug to exhale, which he did after the laboratory long stall, sending his stinky vapors twisting our direction. He pulled up his long legs, shifted his chair, leaned back on two legs, and set his polished loafers casually on the table's edge. It looked like we were going to be here for a while. Money.
I just gotta say, I think the reason he just gave them these horribly offensive nicknames is because he's like, okay, what are some Chinese names? Like, Zhou, Ling Tao. Fuck this! Chan's hard enough to say.
Squinty, that's a Chinese name.
Yeah.
That's not.
Post-Stalinist, what, because Stalin didn't interrogate people? Hello, apostrophe. I don't really listen to YouTube rappers. Mighty Midget Power to God. Mighty Midget was definitely a 1930s comic book. Okay, Mike, look up Alpha Flight Puck. Like
Huh?
like the hockey thing.
What is that?
You'll see.
I'm gonna look that up right now.
While you're doing that, as soon as the smoke had risen to the top of the tent, quiet conversation amongst the four comrades continued. Chan and Shorty argued intensely for about half an hour. Squinty the Giant listened carefully, interjecting rarely. Dangly Metals... Okay, I'm sorry, I need to look something up.
How do you spell Alpha Fleet?
ALPH
OLPH
A.
space A.
No, ALPHA
Okay.
space
Space.
FLIGHT.
Okay. FLITH. T. Oh. Okay. I found it. Bruh. Bruh. He's fucking tiny.
Yep. Yeah, no, but as apostrophe says, Puck is actually a really cool character. He was actually a normal-sized man, but was cursed to be like shrunken like that, like literally compacted, and because of that, he's like super tough and strong. Like he didn't lose any of his mass.
Cool.
Yeah, and Sasquatch is also cool. Yeah. Alright, turns out dangly isn't even a word. So, dangly metals would periodically look our way and grimace, pinching his face so his jowls hung like flabby Christmas tree ornaments. Okay, it doesn't matter which of us voice dangly metals, but whoever it is, we need to make him sound like Boss Nass. Jowls like flabby... Wait, what do you mean flabby Christmas tree ornaments? I've never seen a Christmas tree ornament that is flabby. Raptor?
Oh, it's my turn?
Oh no, I just wanted to make sure you were still there.
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
Sometimes Chan would direct a woven gesture at me. If I fidgeted in response, the gun barrel was poked into my ribs. I had never felt this vulnerable before. My bowels were quaking. My heart made itself known in wild, unbridled rhythms. Rapid, strong beats reverberated loudly in my chest. I would not have been surprised if others captive in the tent could hear its thumping chorus. I could, because that's fucking impossible. It was increasingly difficult to conjure sentences. I felt sick and shaky. My skull ached. I was waiting for the bomb to drop, for the short death march, front of the wall, lined up before a firing squad. No, you see, communists do it, they make you face the wall. Uh, no one had yet addressed us. Addressed us. Us. What the fuck is wrong? See, I'm starting to make up words like Von Kramer does. And also, like, I know Mike just made the joke about, like, the Jurassic Park joke, like, when are the dinosaurs going to show up? But in that short time, I honestly forgot this was supposed to be a book about dinosaurs.
Less because of the dinosaurs and more because of the Asians.
Yeah. Alright, your turn.
Okay. My heart made itself known in. Wait, did you whip that part?
Yeah.
Okay.
My heart's raucous pounding.
Okay. My heart. My heart made itself known in wild and
No,
bright wisdoms.
that's the one I read.
Oh, sorry. I would be surprised if I
I
had.
read that one too.
Okay.
You're on My Heart's Raucous Pounding.
Okay, I'm on track now. My heart so raucous pounding scared me to the point of going out. Their method were getting to me. Our abductors appeared so calm, yet all knew clearly that just beyond the big monster choppers lay a horribly mutilated and deceased international correspondent.
I'm
Finally,
sorry to interrupt, but I just have to say, maybe graying out is a real term, but my headcanon, he said graying out because he didn't want to say blackout, because racist.
yellow fine, but black, that's going too far, my friend. Finally, Chan faced us. He read from his notepad. You are all under arrest. The charges are espionage, premeditated theft of a national resource belonging to the People's Republic, subversion, and intent to commit subversion, bribery, withholding information, contempt, unlawful use of classified information without authorization, violating the expedition charter, and impugning government protocols, amongst lesser charges. Yes. How do you plebeians plead?
Chan was primarily looking at me. He held a palm recorder in his hands. A palm recorder? Just say a recorder. Might as well say my piece while I had the opportunity. They were going to do what they wanted anyway. Though I felt like I was going to puke, I shot back a retort.
What the hell do you mean? How do I plead? This is a pile of coprolites, Chan. Who the heck are you guys? What right do you have to arrest us?
This is a load of barnacles. Chan hesitated a moment. Oh yeah, he hesitated because your sheer manly retort was too much for him. God. Then he turned to Shorty and translated my reply. Shorty grimaced till his face folded in two. Okay, anyone out there looking to write a story? Pro tip, unless it's in dialogue, well, not pro tip, I'm not a pro at all, but unless it's in dialogue, don't write out till, write until. Rebuffed. He spit a few unintelligible phrases into my face. Okay, is it unintelligible because he's still flustered by your like big macho reply, or unintelligible because you're being racist about him speaking Cantonese? Uh, Chan interpreted. No, interpreted. Interpreted?
Hmm. He says you are in no position to ask us such questions. How do you plead your unlawful acts?
Uh, yeah, I'm legit not sure how this is a Dino book. Curse of the failure of the Kuomintang to put down a communist insurgency. God damn it. Add one charge of simping against the main character and one charge of horny against the woman. Did Shorty have a military uniform, or did he have the apple bottom jeans? Who's with the fur? God damn. I think this is still you.
I think that's when the dialogue ended.
Yeah,
No, wait.
but now I
No.
think this is whatever the protagonist's name is.
Oh. Why is that formatted that way?
I don't,
Why it does.
because von Kramer's a retard.
Oh, yes. Unlawful acts. It seems that we are already judged guilty. Look, Chan, until I know his name, who the midget is, and whom he represents, I'm not going to say squat. And by the way, what the hell is going on here?
Scotty interjected. Hey, Chan, you and the yellow Nazis can go sit on a bone, man. Scotty was slapped again. Shorty nodded at Scotty's guard, smacking his tiny lips. The guard hit Scotty in the mouth with his gun butt. By the amount of blood and broken teeth that flew from his lip, he was not going to be making any speeches soon. Alright, go ahead.
I deduced that I had been chosen to speak for the West, so now this must be on my shoulder. I was getting ticked. Fine, they might kill us. These government stooges were probably going to kill me for sure. Death. I was not hot on death. I like being a bone prospector, and regardless of cross-border politics, last time I was going on an expedition in cooperation with a nation that was essentially a cooperative. But if I was going to die, they would have to bring me before a real court. Before I would say Jack Crap, a world corp that all could witness, and not a kangaroo court in the center of Wedsville. I was not going to say anything to these communist puke puppets.
Communist puke puppets. Yeah, and as Mike pointed out, yellow Nazis, yeah. This guy, speak for the West. I am the ambassador of the West.
Mighty Whitey.
Just like picturing the ambassador of humanity from South Park to going to talk to the Olong Johnson cat. Oh my god. Chan rubbed his flat nose. Oh my god.
This is an interrogation. You're smart.
Bullshit.
You know the importance of this matter. I won't waste time in front of these gentlemen. I suggest you cooperate immediately. Pain is on the list for those who don't wish to comply.
Chan declared with cool collectivity.
Then, that you have the goal to call those men who ordered the murder of a reporter simply with recording a peaceful scientific expedition. Gentlemen as well. Well, Chan, that tells me that anything I review will be my last words anyway. I've got nothing to say to your puppet boys. I'm sure that goes for Scotty, Leonard, and Addison too.
Yeah, this guy's like, I got nothing to say because he knocked out a bunch of my teeth, you asshole. I glanced in their direction, hoping they would agree with my calculated statement. Loose lips would sink ships if any secrets were revealed. Yeah, no shit. We know that's what what that phrase means, you jackass. I too used yellow for skin color when filling in my fascist in you coloring book. Now that sounds like an interesting coloring book, Cam.
If you answer all questions, all will go much easier with you.
Much easier for you, God. Chan appealed again.
Hey, Chan, I'm an American. I have rights. Jerk off.
Wow. Jerk
Manly
off.
man.
I haven't heard anyone over the age of 13 use that insult.
What a manly man, Manny.
Oh yeah, the manliest. I just feel like, there should be a flash of lightning, then Rocket Fist Rick is standing behind him, just like, you think you can insult manliness like this? Just like, flicks him in the back of the head and his head explodes.
As Rocket Fist Vic is just that strong.
Yep. Like we said, he's literally the son of God. He was Jesus, he was Gilgamesh, he was every legendary, powerful hero in history.
Hercules?
Yep.
Even Superman?
Yeah.
In a way?
Yeah,
what a legend.
Yeah. We established that literally the only one more powerful than Rocket Fist Rick is God. Anyway, Chad, who normally smiled at any comment, was not smiling now. Oh, I'm a lost cause. That just made me think of My Hero Academia. All Might's here, and he's not smiling.
Man is here, but he's not smiling.
He paused, remaining stiff and defiant. His face shifted to a look I had never seen before. He ejected? What are you talking about?
He ejaculated? That's fucking gross, man. What the fuck?
From glorious leader Xi Jinping. I have rights, poo-poo head. Yeah, that's basically what jerk-off amounts to, is unironically calling someone a poo-poo head.
Yes, sir. You... Hang on. Yes, and you do have rights. You have the rights to not to know anything. We deem sensitive. And you do have the right to answer the questions asked by this committee. That is all. You must answer for your crimes you have committed.
How long do you think it took Chan to be able to learn how to say you do have rights? Like, you do not, no, you do not, no, you do not have rights, damn it! You do have rights? Oh, why does my brain hurt after saying that? It couldn't possibly be all the programming that the government put into me as a child. Do we know
gotta be
anything?
careful with his words, because he'll have, negative infinite social credit.
Yep. Do we know anything about von Kramer? My headcanon is that he was raised in West Germany, thus his lack of exposure to Asians and fervent hatred of commies, which is based, not gonna lie. I mean, that's very possible.
Let's see if the Von Kramer Sci-Fi's Hardcore Fucker page has anything about him.
I spat.
Nope. Nothing. You can take your hardball and shove it up your ass until your mouth tastes like rubber. I ain't got nothing to say.
Nothing. Okay, he's done this again. He spelled nothing. Instead of spelling it Nothin apostrophe, he spelled it Noth apostrophe En. Not
Is this supposed to be
N.
is this supposed to be like an accent?
I have no idea. I think he's just an idiot. Chan suspended our conversation for a moment and related the pursuant minutes to the head goons on the opposite side of the table. While appraising Hanley, Squinty the Giant made a brief comment to Chan and then whispered into Shorty's ear. Shorty barked an order. Hanley was unlocked from our chain gang. Two uniformed stooges hustled him out of our tent. Excuse me.
Cullen the numbers by waist by now, or was Hanley to be interrogated in his native tongue, maybe by Chinese water torture? In any, in any case, he was no longer welcome here. After Hanley left, Squinty the Giant whispered into Scotty's ear again. Short looked behind me and gave a nod. I was spun around by Big Goonie behind me. That wasn't a good sign. That wasn't a good sign. I could feel the tension in the air. I placed my cuffed hand on the table. I received a quick smile from my sentinel.
I'm sorry, I just pictured like an X-Men Sentinel. Yeah, silence, mutant.
Scotty's god moved like lightning. His rifle
No,
gun.
no, wait. Moved like lightning.
Oh, lightning, sorry. His gun butt down, swung savagely and smashed my right hand into the table. I screamed in horrific pain for the first time in my life. I had never broken a bone before, so the sensation one feels when the metal coppers are shattered. Bones I knew. I was a skeleton hunter, and these were smashed. I will tell you this, Mr. Leadman. These gentlemen are not patient. You will suffer. Talk. Now.
Alright, rights? We don't, seem to have a word from that. Did you mean rice? God damn it, Mike, no. Nothing. All hail nothing, negator of worlds.
Sounds like the name of a Klingon, to be honest.
It does. Alright, ordered Chan. We said nothing. Only the drifting sands commented on the situation. I love how he's trying to be poetic about this. Dusty drifts grinding against the big tent canvas. The tent flaps slap in the gusts. The blow building strength outside. Okay. Both sides glowered at each other across the table. Shorty, Squinty the Giant, and Chan power conferenced? What? Wait, Cam! Had to sing happy birthday to my sister, what, totally a dinosaur book nonsense that I mean, I'm glad you're here, but it's your sister's birthday? Go spend time with her! What? Jeez. And, you missed, Leadman. Oh yeah, wait, we finally know something about the protagonist's name. His last name is Leadman. He got his fingers crushed for being uppity. Okay, and I want to know how one power conference is. Also, I want to know how does one move like lightning, as in lightened. She's in Wales. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm so sorry for her. Cantonese hypoglotinous gunshot. Whales. Oh, she's honestly. I think she'd be better off in an actual whale. Okay, I need to find out if that's a real word. No, it is not. Hypoglotinous is not a word. Gunshots. Quick words shared between the three. I attempted a look down at my arms cuffed behind me and shifted my hands into view. From what I could make out, my right hand had turned purple and the lower hand was beginning to look like a green and red cartoon caricature. So what? He just got gangrene in the course of seconds.
This guy has a weak immune system.
The throb was intense. That's what she said. Looking at the shattered and distorted flesh made me gray out. There we go again. I was not going to be digging for a while. Shock was kicking in. Do you want to... Wait. Yeah, do you want to take the next view?
Okay. Chan picked up a manila envelope and placed it on the X-ray film. And he pulled out the X-ray film that Happy had taken of the turd. He passed the black and white rectangle to Shorty, who looked at it quickly, then passed it off to Squinty the giant, who studied the image in depth. Squinty the giant lit another candle and pulled out a jeweler's lens from his breast pocket and fitted the disc onto his orbital socket. The giant rotated the black and white image repeatedly, examining every detail. He Shorty barked something at me. It was Cantonese for where, dinosaur, something or other.
Okay, is that literally what he said, or was that just Von Kramer, like, trying to say what he understood?
It's a bad translation.
Also, is it just me, or did you also forget about calling it the turd?
Yeah, I forgot about that too. Where are the KT artifacts? Chan translated.
Where's the Joker?
I remained silent. Chan looked over at Shorty. Shorty nodded at the goon behind me. My freshly busted hand got another taste of the gun butt behind me. Everyone in the camp must have heard the noise that arose from my rattling vocal cord. I walked back and forth, but was brought to a halt by the AK's sharp muzzle, buried into my lower neck. I cried like a child. I couldn't help it. Tears streamed down my cheeks. Blood dripped from my wrists. Want more? How about your other hand, Mr. Leadman? Chan was ice cold. Somehow I managed up between sobs. I always knew you were a Frank Chan. I don't know you were a sadist too. You will pay.
That was actually really good.
Thank you.
I'm sure they're fair and justifiable to the Chinese government. They spiked the gun butt with secret Chinese bioweapons to give him instant gangrene. Shock, here along with his good friend Fear. All seemed lost, and then a T-Rex crashed its head through the top of the tent and ate the Chinese military guys. Wow, dinosaurs, holy shit. Yeah, but you see, Mike, the problem is the T-Rex was just hungry again an hour later.
And you ate the protag.
Get it? Because you eat Chinese and then you're hungry again an hour later.
I haven't had Chinese that much, so I don't get it.
Please laugh.
Ha 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 ha.
No, like that's the joke, because like there's so much MSG in the food. Dinosaurs.
I don't know about the science stuff.
Dinosaurs in this good China-hating dino book? Unbelievable.
And the giant leaned forward towards all of us.
Mr. Chan will pay not an American dime. Nothing, sir. However, we will uncover everything eventually. Paying upon your person or not, you should consider both alternatives. cooperation, or interrogation. I would readily suggest you tell us everything you know now and avoid further unpleasantries.
So a squinted giant could talk and will find imperial British accent
Oh,
as
wait.
well.
Then I need to redo that. Mr. Chan
Uh,
will pay not an American dime. Nothing, sir. However, we will uncover everything, eventually paying upon your personal note. You should consider both alternatives, cooperation or interrogation. I would readily suggest you tell us everything you know, now and avoid further unpleasantries. Pip pip cheerio.
thing, do the boss Nass thing.
Well, oh, was that Squinty?
Yeah.
Mr. Chan will not pay not an American dime. Nothing, sir. However, we sir will uncover everything eventually, paid upon your person or not. You sir should consider both alternatives, cooperation or interrogation. Me sir would readily suggest you tell we sir everything you know now and avoid further punishments.
So a squinted giant could talk and will find imperial British accent as well. Is that Chan?
No,
I think that's.
no, that's Leadman.
I have only one thing to say. You will not be able to contain this. I already have made sure of it. Tell that to your bosses.
Oh ho! See everyone else in the chat's laughing at my so clever, so original Chinese joke. Oh god, I'm sad. He will not pay with American money, he will pay with his social credit. Given how racist the author is, I wonder if the dinosaur with 500 teeth will show up. Yeah, we should don't give you so unga una bongo.
Use it in big doo-doo now.
Oh. Alright, that stopped them. Of course it did. Squinty the giant froze. Chan went stiff. Why did he look at your girlfriend? The others knew by their stance something was wrong. Squinty the giant spoke to Shorty. For the first time since our meeting, Shorty showed a genuine Chinese look of concern. What do you mean a Chinese look of concern? What are you talking about?
Did he gain cartoon sweat flops and a cartoon post thing like fucking like an anime character?
God damn it. Maybe I was not bluffing. Shorty's momentary insecure vacillation was followed by an angry outburst.
Ooh!
He barked a command.
Baku!
I heard the rifle shift in the guard's hands behind me. I flinched instinctively. The woolen uniform shifted. A whoosh approached. My head cracked forward. Raw blue lightning before the dark. Again with lightning. Alright, so I gotta point out though, we're talking about how racist Von Kramer is, meanwhile I do a freaking Gungan impression for one of the characters.
Reason don't like the Naboo. They think it is a brains very biggie.
You so don't be thinking you so smarter than we? Then we so like a you.
Mr. Coach Jar Jar Binks, Mr. Your humble servant.
God. He looked concerned but had one of those rice field hats. Cam, no! Did he say his girlfriend was like pineapple pizza or some stupid analogy? Basically like, she doesn't look very good, but she tastes good. Oh, that's right. Barku Raptor Rex 2021.
This would have been complete with some little Newt Gunway. Like,
Okay. If Shorty ever talks, then he's Newt Gunray.
if not, I'll make someone else Newt Gunway.
We would never do anything without the Senate's approval.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of us.
Alright, so that was chapter 4. I'm sorry, section 4. Yeah, pineapple and jalapeno. Thank you, Cam. That's what he's. Okay, I can't believe I'm about to read this out and in the Boss Nass voice, but we saw no like at the Taiwan. They think they wallet so big.
Anyway, can I start off section 5?
Yes, go ahead and start that while I get canceled for what I just said.
Okay. Giant green lizards were driving my car. Sun going up, green and violent. We were headed downtown. Time was not on our side. The office buildings gleamed, reflective. I was thick black glass, both on the sides on the street. Between back alleys and streets, green tropical plants filled the beyond. Palm-like trees lined the boulevard, city, country, sun and sadness. Green lizards ran up and down the sidewalks. Human reptiles moving upon hind feet, carrying briefcases. Reptilians smoking cigarettes. A lizard in the driver's seat scrunched next to me, peering at my delicate skin, offering an open pack of tightly rolled, yellow-skinned smokes. Lizard did not speak, yet I could hear its little words in my head. Want a smoke? Oversized eyes glared at me. You know, I gave up smoking years ago. Why are you talking to me? I felt pressure. I would soon explode. I noticed the Mondo-sized lizards in my car were wearing colorful Hawaiian shirts. Driving lizards sent words into my head. There lies a great hoagie shop in the common market ahead. Extra large drinks. I can't drink right now. I am full. I need to piss. Pull over. I noticed that my car had become a convertible. I floated out and away. I found myself skulking behind the surface of a mammoth Cambrian firm. Lizards watched me from the treetops, snapping their hungry jaws. I could not get the zipper down. I found the hole in my pants pockets. I looked at my Johnson in my hand and waited myself for release. The lizard stared at me. I knew that they had never seen a man's peni before, so I shifted my position. The lizards were positioned at all angles. No position existed clear. The creatures were staring at my crotch. The urge to piss was overwhelming. Public urination is against the law, snapped a dark green reptilian. Sure enough, the dark blue lizard was writing me a ticket. A green lizard police officer wrapped a cop blue uniform. The police officer lizard voice in my head. It is against the expedition charter to peace in public. Lizard cop's sharp-toothed jaws snapped open and closed. The horrible authorities were safe when my manhood. It scribbled on its rusty red pad. Its bony fingers clicked. Cop's white bony claws dripped green blood. It looked down at my pants. My wad had turned yellow, with 2 slits at the end. Judge Lizard pulled the portable radio from its ear hole. Judge Lizard turned the radio towards me. I could hear the station announcer clearly. It hissed. You are going to have to pay for your crimes. You might as well piss. I could not hold back another second. In front of the lizard policeman, in front of the sidewalk lizard, in front of the church lizard. I pissed against the fern tree. But wait, this was wrong, 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 wrong.
What the fuck was that?
It was odd.
What?
I don't really know either.
What?
Yep, this is a prophetic vision.
What did he say that a dinosaur bit his dick?
No, he pissed on a tree in front of dinosaurs.
What? What is this?
And if that's bad, the next sentence is, I woke. I was pissing my pants.
Oh, you're gonna have to give me a minute. That. Wow. I'll read some comments. Okay, who spiked Leadman's Gatorade? Why is a man describing a piss? Just say you peed and move on, you creep. Yeah. What the absolute fuck? Also calling it now, man is gonna bang a dino. Oh god. Sounded like some fur affinity DeviantArt shit. This is just Von Kramer's recollection of when he had a bad trip and got arrested for pissing on a 7-Eleven. Yeah. Well, I can honestly say I don't think we'll ever read anything quite on that level again. Not from another book. I'm sure there will be plenty more like it in this book. It's, I.
Oh, hang on, hang on. I gotta get some food.
Alright.
It's already. Keep the chat entertained.
I don't know what. And there's a sketch of it. I'm going to, I'm gonna get a screenshot of that for you guys. Because, oh, fuck.
Mic on.
Alrighty, let's see here. Oh boy. Wait, can you guys hear me? I don't know if my headset fucked up or not. Okay, you can hear me good. Yeah, a sketch of what exactly? Oh, you'll see. You'll wish you hadn't, but you'll see. Oh.
Back.
Welcome back.
I got food now. Now this is gonna be better. So where were we?
Well, I'm putting an image on the screen right now.
Of what?
The sketch of the piss taking place. And I don't mean that as in, haha, you're taking the piss. So you guys have fun with that. Alright. I awoke. I was pissing in my pants. I crimped my bladder, but I was already too late. I could feel the wetness soaking into my shorts. I was lying on my side in the late day shade of the mess tent. My head stung and
I just want to
throbbed.
say that is that's beautiful. Just simply beautiful. An absolute work of art. It captures the emotions of peeing in front of reptile people.
Yeah.
Well done.
That was only drawn 3 years ago too. Well, 3.5. Yeah. I found mint chocolate ice cream that I could eat. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm happy for you, Kim. That's actually what I had last night.
Yum.
He was so proud of that picture, he put a date on it. Yep. Godzilla ripoffs. Alright. My head stung and throbbed. My hand, the same. And I'm not reading it, like, whimsically. It's literally written like that with a bunch of commas. When I opened my eyes, I was rewarded with a searing blast of fine sand. The tent was snapping next to me in the late day Scirocco. I had been out for a while. As I looked around, I spotted my big goonie standing a short distance off, face wrapped in a scarf to protect against stinging sand. His eyes alert, rifle stiff. He noticed that I'd come too. He marched away around the corner of the tent. I wondered why he left me alone. Your turn.
Hey, I looked over to my left. There was Scotty on the ground next to me. He was breathing, but that was all. His face was down in the dirt. I also noticed that a large metal spike had been driven into the ground next to us. Our chains were locked to it. And that is why we were left semi-attached. I called Scotty's name a few times, but he did not respond. I could see that he would. I could see. I could not see the rest of the camp from my position. I cannot hear a sound other than the drone of the camp generator. Under the howling gust, I had no idea what was going on. I stared at the silent mountains off in the distance. They were not talking. I tried to nudge Scotty with my foot, but nothing. He was out cold.
Wait, I'm sorry. The mountains weren't talking? Yet, what a surprise! The mountains were talking. Oh my god.
They had hit me so hard that any movement was painful. My vision was foggy. How the hell had we gotten ourselves into this mess? What would it become of us? My thoughts flipped to Habgentua. I hope she was okay. Okay, along with the rest of our crew. I thought about the weird dream I had before coming back to reality. I thought about what I had done. I thought about the artifacts. I remembered the temple and the massive metal hatch, the strange markings, the unknown inscriptions pressed into the strange rock-like corridor, the melted metals trapped in the dark glass blocks. Maybe, just maybe, this was my fault.
No. No way.
Nothing was worth the life of poor Carrie, but now that he was gone, I was not gonna give in to the terror. Was that 3 paragraphs?
Yeah, but Aren't there like 2 more sentences to that paragraph?
Okay. I didn't know if I was going to stand up to the torture, though. Torture hurt a lot.
Torture hurt a lot. You heard it here first, guys. Alright, somehow you have found something that makes Empress Teresa look flawless. I thought it was impossible. I owe Magic Fox an apology. Not Teresa herself, but at least the fox. I won't lie and say it's horribly drawn. It's definitely strange, though. Oh no, it's not horribly drawn. Like, these are not drawn by Von Kramer. Rifle stiff? Sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? Sounds a bit like... bum!
Boom. I'm eating.
Maybe I should not have hidden the artifacts. No shit! Oh, who was I fooling? The remorse and pain were overriding my ideological commitments. I was glad I had hidden that stuff we'd uncovered. But Squinty the Giant was right. There's only so many places to look, and we can fly in as many searches as we require. The Chinese and their 10 million man army had the ability to turn over every grain of sand, given time. I am sure they could relocate enough bodies to do that, literally. Excuse me. There had to be a way out of this. Maybe I should have told them everything. Life was precious. The knowledge stored in my skull was the only bargaining chip we had at the moment. But who knew if the others had talked or not? I'm sure Hanley would spill the beans. Or, I'm sorry, would spill his beans. That sounds a bit rude. Hanley only knew about the original turd, not the other stuff we had stashed, nor the location. Hobby was the only other peanut privy to our buried treasures cache, and only Scotty, Hobby, Yanner, Addison, Leonard, and I had worked the discovery site. So, if I were going to talk to the goons, how would I start? And Raptor, just let me know when you're up for reading again, I'll let you eat. If I were going to confess everything that Hobby, Scotty, Ynir, Addison, Leonard, and I had done, how could I protect them? I tried to picture myself in front of the interrogation committee. Who were we up against? What would I be sacrificing? Logic suggested that the words out of my mouth could not be an absolute honest recollection of our actions. I would never tell them about the command center bunker. Hello, Iguana Boy. Can he call them anything besides turd? I wish. I tried to recall what Chan had alleged. The charges. Espionage. No way! We were not spying. No external agency had asked us to do anything other than our jobs as scientists. The only government contact that we had was processing through the U.S. Immigration and Naturalization Service and Homeland Security, which had helped structure our special extended passports. Not a crime. The U.S. authorities were part of Homeland Security, though. So espionage was a fake front charge to get our attention. A trumped-up charge to sell the populace. A crime stinking of collusion and conspiracy. A defense China could use in self-defense against our government's eventual murder allegations once the corpses emerged from the melee. A broad charge covering Carrie the cameraman's death and anyone else who became a problem. Only national self-protection could justify what they had done to Carrie the cameraman, or would enact upon us in the future. And this is making the readers wonder now, are there really going to be any dinosaurs, or is it all just hallucinations that I have every time I'm knocked the fuck out?
Okay, I am ready though.
Alright. China sends an entire army to the Gobi Desert to look for some fucking rock. Any other country bombs the hell out of the Gobi and invades China with ease. We're espionage, we're scientists, not scientists. Might go to Puncho, god damn it.
See. The military had covered up their past and future violent actions, an allegation for the new services at home and abroad. For a medical fee from national treasure belonging to the People's Republic, technically the stuff we had dug out was not stolen. Not yet. We had simply placed the artifacts where they could be kept safe until all this bullshit had worked out. Shit, we had shit. We had not left the country with
No, wait.
them.
The county with them.
Oh, shit. We had not left the county with them. I honestly had thought that taking some of the KT relics with me, this charge, if wrapped properly, or if warped properly by the persecution, might profile theft. Thus, to counter the charge, I would need a good reason for my actions for hiding the goodies. I might keep switching between the Captain Kirk and Surfer Dude. I will try both. Subversion, not really. Yet it was my mistake to involve Yana. Yes, I asked her to keep her mouth shut, but she was not a communist. She was the one who had told us endlessly about how she wanted to get the hell out of China. She was in on our project by choice. She could have exposed our actions at the time. Yet she had not. Yes, I had. Yes, I had asked her to keep her mouth shut until I thought the time was right. But silence was hardly subversion. I would not throw her to the red wolves. In my heart, I knew Yana's tendency. She would keep her mouth shut tight. She was that durable and sharp. The subversion would not stick. Intent to commit subversion. Now, what the heck was that? I had not tried to convince anybody to join me in rebellion against the People's Republic. I do not think gathering information from Han Lee or his assistant warranted treason. Another Trump charge to thicken the folder. Maybe they could scare a few of the Chinese team into testifying against us. If the other charges did not stick, something for the back burner, but not a real threat.
Bribery. Oh, come on. Bribe with what? I had no money. I did not even have influence. Why that charge, I could not fathom. Sounded like something for the rifle folder again. No threat, a false accusation. Oh wait, I'll read some comments. Pound jail and bad joke jail, spy mate. One of them brought a spy plushie in their luggage. Go to unforgivable jail. One was doing a spy crab and speaking French. You know, as if the racism wasn't bad enough, now someone had to go and mention the French. Von Kramer's favorite video game is Hong Kong 97. You can't change my mind.
What's that?
I don't know.
What? You not know Hong Kong 97?
Nah, I don't know what that is.
You don't? What?
No.
How?
What is it?
You know, it just changes right now. Give me a second.
Alright,
I'm gonna.
withholding information. Here they had me. But as to what extent? No, just to what extent? Yes, it was true. I was withholding information. But what Chinese law specified, I had no idea.
You're gonna watch this video right now?
No.
Yes.
No,
How's
we'll
it go
watch it
for you?
after the stream. No, we'll watch it after the stream.
Fine. But it'll be here just in case.
Sounded like a ridiculous charge. What was withholding information? What was minding my own fucking business? I did not know. Perhaps the meat of their case. I was going to hang, this was the reason. They had me, and I knew it. They knew it. They also knew why I had withheld the dig site's location and the placement of the artifacts. Their massive response to the little information that Chan had gleaned and communicated was the main reason I had remained silent during the lineup. The secrets we held might prove dangerous. Dangerous to all. My tight lips were the only piton securing the rope of time, allowing us to dangle a little longer over the pit I had dug for us. I needed to figure out how to release news of our find to the world.
Ooh, the world. The world, though. The world. Hey, oh shit, I lost track.
Now with Carrie the cameraman, who's apparently
Oh, thank you.
Leadman's man crush.
Now with Kiwi the cameraman dead and his digichips confiscated, we probably had to we probably had no we were probably up the creek without a paddle. The Chinese are not stupid. In fact, they are precise and patient. Inevitably, the students would uncover the data Leonard and I had altered, and we would be sunk. Chance luck always existed though. If Leonard's last minute plan worked, our the recordings of the discovery site and artifacts might be overlooked. Yet how could I manage to get hold of the data cartridge in Leonard's camera? Impossible. His gear was surely confiscated, but even the encrypted data chip would not save our immediate skins. The data chips might be a bargaining point though, or at least buy more time. So when I went before the boss gang again, no need to cough up their last bit of evidence against us. Not yet. What else did the brass have against me? Contempt? Yeah, I had contempt for those bastards. I was not cooperative. I wondered how many years in the concrete box the communists gave you for sneering against authority or refusing to talk during or after torture.
Charge might stick. More for the folder. Any authority might find you in contempt if you disagreed with their pronouncements. Not worthy of a death sentence, though. Everyone disagreed, right? Alright, here's this guy thinking that, they'll even care to actually look over this, and not to say, yep, guilty of all charges, you're going to be executed. Maybe you could not disagree in the 21st century China. Unlawful release of information without authorization. Unfortunately, we had not got so much as a word out of camp. The authorities were covering their bases. They were bluffing. No, you're just fucked. This allegation was, in reality, a question, in disguise of a charge. Our interrogators needed to ascertain whether we had gone word outside camp. A trivial charge, to elucidate whether one of us might have broadcast our story farther than the camp itself. I remembered clearly how Shorty had flinched when I had bluffed that we had already released what we knew. Here was the true reason for the list of charges against us. The little charge near the end that held up the whole ball of wax. Unlawful release of information without authorization. Had we leaked word? The big charges were forerunners to soften us up, so the combined charges weight might crack our cool, exposing our failure to send out a record of the events. That was my ace in the hole. We could not die if others knew already. Yes, you could. I'd have to work this angle. It might save all our necks. It would make burying us in the big backyard harder to do. No, it wouldn't. Who cared if any of the other fantastic, stuck or not. At this point,
Okay, well maybe might be a hardcore Americano, but it doesn't seem like Americano is his native language.
yeah. I'm sorry, but when is this book with a dinosaur on the cover going to include a dinosaur outside a shitty dream sequence? That's what I want to know. Von Kramer saw Batman vs Superman and how they killed Jimmy Olsen right at the start and said, you know what? Yes, I'll put that in my book too. Leadman sells out Leonard to the Chinese Leonard. But why? Leadman. Survival of the fittest Leonard. Question, wrapped in a charge, wrapped in a riddle, wrapped in an egg
Epic
rock,
food fight reference, Iguana. Pretty epic.
wrapped in an egg roll. Your sexual
Okay, man,
credit score is too low.
you surely must have heard of food fight, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Your
Good.
social credit score is too low. I'm not even a Chinese citizen. Watch out, there goes 15 more social credit points. Okay, your turn.
Okay. Oh fuck. We'll begin.
Breaking the expedition charter.
Okay, breaking the expedition charter. So what? Guilty? Fucking guilty? Guilty? I had broken the rules. I did not recognize Chan's authority and was happy to go behind his back, the creep. This was something to cop to. A lesser charge with no real weight. What they could do, if they returned to civilized ways, was to toss me off the team, and only if they had any proof. I was not sure that the goons had any proof. They would not if everyone kept their mouths shut.
Oh wait,
Violate.
Mike says, me, food fight reference, Raptor. Oh, nice reference, Iguana. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
It was Iguana. No, it was Mike. I'm getting, no, wait, I'm fucking confused right now. Anyway, violating government protocols amongst lesser charges. Whatever. More like wrap the top of the grand sack of lies. But something, yeah, something told me that there was more at work here. The charges were too accurate. Somehow, information leaked. Chan knew too much of all this to have gone down the way it had. Someone had talked. Who? Chan knew too much about everything. Time to replay events and see if I could remember anything. That did not feel right. About my big goony friend. About then, my big goony friend returned. He walked over to expect me. He inspected the chains. He saw that I had wet myself and laughed a little. He insulted me in Cantonese. Basically, that I was a miserable pisser or a child weenie. Making sure to accidentally step on my hand, he resumed his alert position in the shade to my right. Scotty still had not moved. It was hard to discern if he was still breathing. He had not moved in the slightest. He was either out cold or dead. I did not bother to ask for anything. I was not going to be helped at all. This I knew, so I grabbed my knees and drifted into the past, hoping that no one could read my thoughts. Where had things truly taken a turn for the worse? I searched my throbbing memories.
Throbbing memories? Okay. Mike donates his life savings to his favorite streamers, and this one he gets SMH my head. Mike is the ignored Twitch donator with less simping involved. Alright, so those 3 pages were an entire chapter, apparently. We're on to section 6, dreadlocks.
It was hard. It's hard to believe, but this is like 3 pages of a chapter.
Yep.
Felt like it went on forever.
Excuse me. After discovering the second turd, we had not said much on our way back to the rover. Scotty was a little dehydrated, so we camped out for a while under the rover's lean-to. Okay, so they're doing a flashback. Great. Ian Air Force fed orange slices to Scotty like a baby. Are they? What? He was semi-catatonic, lying in her lap face up, staring blankly at the tan canvas that hung over our heads. Abby was picking her nose. Thank you for that. Quite oblivious to the rest of us. Women. I was sucking on cube ice. An ice cube! Jesus. That I had plucked from the melt water inside the little igloo drink cooler. I crunched the ice between my teeth and grabbed another cube. I repeated this by rote. Oh my god, that's not what that means. For an uncounted interval. Finally, Abby pulled her finger out of her nostril and addressed me. What voice do we have for Abby?
Prostitute.
What?
Prostitute.
I don't remember.
Like a hooker who smokes too much.
Oh yeah. So, is this a setup? A joke?
I don't know. I swallowed the coolie ice rubble that was crushed between my hot teeth.
So what do you want to do?
Finger went back up her nose. I don't know. Nothing rash though. We need to think about this for a second. As Sky spoke up for the first time since we had returned to the rover.
That ain't no joke, man. That's the smack or I'm a quack.
You're a crack, Scotty. That's why we like you.
Yeah, dude, anyways, like that smack's for real, man. I've been around, dude, and that's the smack for real. Feel me? You can't fake what we just dug out of there. Impossible. That smack's for real.
He rambled on softly, losing his voice, so his mouth kept moving. Don't you think that maybe the whole ruse was man-made? We don't know anything about it yet, just that we've seen it with our eyes.
I was trying my best to sound logical. Hobby glanced my way, sardonically broadcasting. I think that was a mad skeleton in the burrow. Scotty high-fived Hobby. Dude, you know it, woman. That whack was built by the dinosaurs, man. Why are you deluding yourself? Are you a paleontologist or what? No one's ever laid Crete out here in this part of the desert. You being crazy? And that lair was total dust. Come on, dude. How long does it take Crete to catalyze into dust? Maybe like billions of effing years, man. What about the wall of stainless steel? Like it just grew there? This is heavy. Way heavy. There's that word again. Why is everything so heavy in 1985? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Will you shut up?
No, I won't. You listen up.
Will you please shut up, Sunstroke Man? Your dreadlocks are tied tight.
Your
Uh,
your dreads are tied too tight. Okay. Hey, wake up, Rockman. I'm serious as a shotgun in your face. Use your nose, detective. That's a real pill. Swallow it, man. Yanner spoke up. Oh shit. Has she talked before?
yeah, before and she was very stereotypical Asian
Oh,
because well, she is.
that's right. White Walk very old. Not to be dare.
No, no, Manny, no,
What?
no Asian voice. We need, we need a stupid disguise level.
What?
We need stupid disguise level.
Okay. White Rock very old. Not to be dare. No man make us steal in desert. I thought about the huge slab of hard metal. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Partially uncovered in the stream bed, opposite the second turret burrow on the other side of the wash gully. The slab was forged steel, possibly stainless, and massive. The exposed steel, no. The exposed metallic field was about 6 meters by 3 meters. Fuck off with the metric system. Uh, and that field was just the area that showed through the sediments, what the erosion had uncovered. The slab was pitted and furrowed by years of water and sediment erosion. Some of the erosion divots were carved more than 4 centimeters deep into the steel. There were no signs of penetration.
Penetration funny.
The slab was ungainly thick, and there was little signature of oxidation, no rust at all. I estimated, since most of the slab was a single sheet, one would need a Class F-type electric overhead traveling crane, the type found in shipyards, just to lift what we had seen. How thick was it? I once asked an X that.
Still, the exotic wall appeared thicker than most battleship plating. Who built stainless steel battleships in the Gobi Desert? Come off it, guys. That stuff's man-made. There has to be a reasonable explanation. I rolled my hands outwards and upwards, gesturing. So now what?
Oh, really? Like what, dude?
Scotty was getting snotty.
Um, I think that's you.
Well, I know, I'm just trying to wheel back from that last line.
Fair.
Well, this area is remote. We all know that the Chinese have the bombs, so do the Ruskies. This is probably an older tested installation or something. You know, 20th century military leftovers. Uh, Yana spoke without looking up from Scotty's face.
No, you wrong. No bomb, no soldier, no camp here. Chinese cover good. Chinese no let up people see secret, even old. Chinese not let people see even soldier camp fence. If here secret, we not come dig this place. Chinese not know what we see today. No man dig here before. You dig, mon?
She charged up Binks.
Apparently. She looked up into our eyes, hands firmly on her waist. I agree with Yanner, said Habgintra. Why would the Chinese let us dig around an old test site? You know how paranoid they are.
Well, well, uh, mistakes happen. Information is lost. I don't know the reasons. I never said it was a military. I never said it was Chinese. Maybe that slab is part of an old factory or power plant. Maybe a radioactive containment shield someone dumped, or one of the million things. Listen to yourselves. Really? Do you really think that dinosaurs could have made this? Not bloody likely. Oh, bloody. Is he British?
I don't know. He's American. He said so.
But he said bloody, like a British guy.
Oh, God. Von Kramer's an idiot.
Not bloody likely. Come on, kids. The brightest dinos didn't even have enough brains to know that they were alive. I found that racist.
How do you know they weren't Saurus sapiens?
Wait, what?
Who's talking?
I think that's Scotty.
Sauro sapiens, man. Dinosaur people. Like Sauro, lizard. And like sapiens. To know from the old Greek. Smart lizards, dude. How do you know? Were you there?
No, I wasn't there. With sarcasm. Smart dinos? That's ridiculous. This ain't the movie, Scotty.
I don't think so, dude. Look at them. Look at the chimps, dude.
Yes, all 8 relatives. I see where you are going with your argument. It still took perhaps 7 million years for modern man to evolve into something a little smarter than that proto-chimp. That's a long time.
I was becoming annoyed. I know the feeling. I could feel where the speculative argument was headed. 6 million years ain't diddly in the whole of the Cretaceous era. And intellectual evolution isn't straight fact, Professor.
Intellectual evolution isn't what I am on about, Scotty. Don't you know? Don't you think we would have found evidence of an ancient high-tech society by now?
Alright, I have to read Mike's comment here. And I like to think this comment came after like some professor goes, any questions? I want to remind everyone, there is no such thing as a stupid question. How do you know they weren't Saurus sapiens? Because those don't exist. Next stupid question, please. Alright, no, why should we? Let me ask you a question, bro. What lasts 65 million years without turning to rust and dust?
Well, actually, Scotty,
Oh, God.
quite a
No,
few
Raptor, he's going full internet. You have to say it right. Actually.
Okay. Well, actually, Scotty, quite a few things. Fossils for one, oil, amber. Some amber has even trapped once living organisms in it. Footprints in ash, pollen, and bacteria. Hell, moron, we found mummified dinosaurs in the Montana. You know that.
Well done, man. Okay, he's saying man instead of mon now. You know what sort of evidence I'm talking about? Okay, here it is. How long do you think a skyscraper would last? Abandoned to the ages. Abandoned to the ages. Not abandoned. Abandoned to the ages. Yeah, plastic, yeah.
I don't know. They say the pyramids will be dust in 120,000 years to 440,000 years. Buildings probably faster, given that exposed materials readily oxidize, and Earth's shifting would knock most down eventually.
Gold, yeah. Scotty was on a roll. He sat up seriously and forced a connection between our eyes. Right, dude, erosion, weathering. But how long does stuff last underground? Away from water, oxygen, and erosion by wind and air. An effing long time, right? There's still imprints from a billion years ago, where life once flourished. Look, man, no one has been around long enough to see how long man-made things will last. Good God, this is a wall of text. It's all speculation, based upon breakdown we can measure above ground. You know, when I was a kid, I used to pretend that there were dinosaur people. I saw movies with talking dinosaurs and it made sense to me. I was retarded. Why couldn't dinosaurs have evolved intelligence? What? Just because we haven't found any evidence yet doesn't mean what I postulate wasn't so millions of years ago. Yes, it does. Think about it. Most of the crap we've dug up or found is just bum luck. I remind you, we've half-assed only a quick pissing 200 years of primitive specialized paleontology, which has produced only a few specimens from the distant past. Hey, dude, do you know how many complete Australopithecine? I don't know. Who cares? Skeletons there are.
Australopithecine.
Astro-pissing scene. Skeletons that are.
Oh man, you don't talk the Australopithecines.
I don't
Didn't deserve
care.
it.
I want to get this speech done with.
Okay.
Our 7 million-year-old grandparents are geologically recent ancestors that evolved into mankind. Well, do you? I did not answer. Oh God, it's me again. No, Scotty, why don't you fucking tell us? Said an interested hobby, since I was not answering. Hello, the father. I felt this was a futile conversation. Scotty was ranting. Too much heat, too many drug experiences. Ganga Brain was speaking. This hurts my brain. Oh my God, no! He just keeps going.
Let's just skip it all.
Yeah, he rambled on. There isn't a single one. Not today. Only partial skeletons.
I said we'll skip it all.
What? Only partial skeletons and skulls. We are only... And that is where babies come from. For machines.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
Geez, guy, that sure is different from what I learned about man and woman loving each other. Let's sophisticate your speculations, interrupted Hobby. I'm getting your drift, dude. So answer me this, Scotty. Where are the satellites? What?
A moment in quiet contemplation descended. What?
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, sorry. Scotty's foot slipped off the mental clutch, popping his gears. He had been broadsided. Hobby's entry into the conversation had interrupted his thought stream.
Fucking women. Satellites, Scotty. Let's take your statement at face value. Fine, boy. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a technological race of your Saurus sapiens living at the end of the Jurassic. So, where are the satellites? If the smart lizards had an advanced, high-tech society that was as sophisticated as ours, or better, wouldn't you think they would have delved into space, put up communication satellites, visited the moon, Mars, of the solar system? The moon's still orbiting up there, Scotty. It's been circling about us since the first collision epoch. So, where are the Dinosaurs?
That fucking pun at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's caused me physical pain, but at such a magnitude that my body has yet to register the pain. Yep, there it is. Scotty jumped right back in her face. Okay, well, this one's not as long. Good point, Javi. But hey, again, our satellites decay. The solar wind would eventually make them unstable. Any satellite in Earth orbit would re-enter and burn up eventually. Over millions of years, other probes in stable gravitational positions or geosynchronous satellites would be sandblasted to nothing by extra solar space dust. Anything on the surface of the moon 65 million years ago would probably be completely covered by dust from meteorite strikes. We wouldn't be able to find extraterrestrial dino ruins without looking under the surface of the moon. Any lunar colonies, unless they were dug in, would be obliterated by now. So, we won't find any dinosaur satellites or dino colonies unless we go digging about the moons and planets. That is, if they made it there at all. I stepped up to the plate again. Okay, you have fun this time.
Oh dear. So, theoretical astronomy is your sideline, eh, Scotty? This is stupid. What are we talking about? This is a joke. This is a bad Chinese joke, or an American joke, or a Russian Mongolian joke, or a site area was scheduled for open dig 2 years ago after the survey expedition found the fossilized dinosaur eggs. Plenty of time to set up a practical joke. I suggest we go back tomorrow and expose this fraud dinosaur satellite. This fraud, fucking dinosaur satellites, moon colonies. Please, Scotty, dinosaur people, give me a break. Come on, Scotty. We would have uncovered something by now. Millions of people wake up every day on every continent. No dino tech yet. And frankly, in my opinion, if there were dinosaur people, then we wouldn't be here at all. Your dinosaur sapiens would have taken over the planet, and humans would have never had a chance to evolve, because all mammals of their era would be running on treadmills in dino pet stores, or would have been processed into tasty snack food to feed their dino kids when the lizards got home from dino school.
Not herbivores. Satellites, well, I assume they're in space, but if babies come from machines, I don't know what to think anymore. Hang on, Saurosapiens? Oh yeah, the father. Saurosapiens. That's where we're going with this. Gotta turn out the boot. Is a dino satellite calling now. They just need high-flying pterosaurs for data transmission instead of satellites. Yes, but ours? Not if they all suddenly died out. Scotty spit in irritation. Puh! The burning sun evaporated his phlegmy... He spelled phlegm F-L-E-M-M.
As if the phlegm itself was Flemish. Or could speak Flemish.
F-L-E-M-M. Jesus Christ.
Drink. I'm not gonna get up.
His phlegmy statement, the second it hit the Land Rover's oven hot hood, our conversation evaporated as well. Okay, and that itself was... It felt longer than it was, but that was an entire chapter.
Yay.
Alright, section 7, Friends at Stake.
I'm gone this time. I go dipsies.
Have fun.
Okay.
Wait, no,
Why does it...
This is Scotty.
I mean, name a part of a Scotty.
Yeah. Why does it stink? No, that's Scotty.
Is it all Scotty?
No, but that part is.
Okay.
Why does it stink?
I don't know, Scotty. Why does it stink?
No. No, man. You didn't hear me, man. Why does it stink?
I said I don't know, Scotty. Why does it stink?
God, what is this?
A
No.
dream.
No. You didn't hear me, man. Why does it stink? Why does... Okay, it just says, why does... ellipses, it stink, ellipses, over and over again. Hey.
Something yanked my foot, breaking my thought chain. I had passed out again. Why did what stink? The words kept pounding in my skull. The cryptic phrase kept repeating with the pulse painfully coursing through my brain. I had the answer. Stink was me.
You look like the shit I took last week.
A broken voice to my left. Happy's voice. I turned my head, opening my eyes slowly, trying to keep the sand from passing through my lashes. It was Happy. Her eyes were open and protected by a hovering hand. Her foot nudged at my side. Chained beside her was Yana. Not a pretty sight. You look wonderful yourself, girlfriend. When did you two get here?
While you were napping, Prince Charming.
Oh, excuse my manners. Good evening, Yana. Nice of you to join me.
Yenner said nothing. She was skulking behind a face ripe with fresh bruises. Jesus. Violent black, blue, and green modeling her dark desert tan. Both the girls were a mess. Shirts ripped, pants torn, footwear missing. Oh, and what was that? A weird Shiba Inu coming in, licking its chops? Not the
Oh,
only...
no.
Not the only item missing. I did a quick look about. The area was clear. The tents, swaying violently in the gusts, were the only other movement in the fading light.
What? Where's the guard?
Probably ripping the tails off lizards and plucking the legs from doom beetles. Or smoking more of my cigarettes. It's been hours since I've had one. Sorry, I'm a little on edge. I don't know. He's split. I'm sure others on our crew need brutalizing.
Happy was far from happy. Happy, you didn't say anything to that band of thugs, did you?
No way, mister. They can kick the crap out of me. Oh, I get off on it. But all they're going to get is a sore foot and me making moaning sounds. I grew up in a rough land, but I am worried about Scotty. He was hauled off by the guard just before I kicked your slumbering carcass awake. Sorry about that. How you feeling? How bad they hurt you? She did.
Oh, not important. We have bigger problems, like, how are we gonna survive this mess?
We go now.
We should go now. I'm sorry, I just had to. Yana shot in my direction. Yana rose into a supine pose and scuttled over to the central stake, securing us all to the main tent. What? She whispered across the gap between us.
We go now. Guard gone now. Be back soon. We leave now.
We could not be serious. Well, that's fine, Yana. How do we get out of these shackles? You got the key?
Hush, big man. Work together. Get free.
Look, Yana, my hand's broken.
Look, lady, I'm a monster. Fun fact, Stegosaurus weighed between 6 to 8 tons. The Saturn V payload to the moon was about 53 tons. Thus, between 5 and 6 Stegos could have gone to the moon. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. You look like the shit I took last week. Typical couple talk. I mean, is it not for you? He did an ocular pat down. If only Habby was in a better, safer place like Blanket's basement. We're going home! God damn it. I showed her the mangled remains of my hand, firmly secured underneath the bright steel cuff. You not all smart. Listen, hobby we pull stake out, big boy help or no help. Right, girlfriend. Habby sat up on her knees. I had no idea how we were going to pull 2 meters of... Fuck off with your metric system. And to get 2 meters... Jesus. Of sledgehammer pounded into the fucking hard-packed strata, 10 centimeter in diameter steel rod out of the ground. These were the hardened stakes used to lash down the main tents. The camp's big canvas tents had to be secured against hurricane-force gales that sometimes struck this part of the remote desert. Unsecured, the main tent was a giant sail. I almost said a giant snail. A half soccer field in area, and would have blown from one side of the Gobi to the other given a chance. Remembering the first day the expedition landed, as soon as the tractor cleared the site, the strongest amongst us drove the 80-kilo bars deep into the broken shale with 10-kilo sledgehammers, a feat that took 3 sweating men 15 minutes per stake. I want a steak now.
We were bound to a 10-centimeter stick, thick tapered spear that only stuck a couple of decimeters or so out of the crusty sediment. The end bent and mushroomed at about drive-it head. A hammer battered plate as big as a tea saucer. The rods was supposed to resist 1,000-kilo pull each. We were not going anywhere. The cups on the far side of our waist cheap chain shackles had been cinched down and hugged the rusty wind, weathered stake tightly. The locked cuffs could not be forced by any means over the stake plate. From my perspective, it would have been easier to touch the tip of the stake than pull free the rod from the ground. Yeah, I appreciate your help, but we can't pull anything. We drove just 2 meters deep with mighty sledgehammers. You ladies won't be able to pull that thing.
Think like all men. Habby and I small women, but work rock all day. Arbs big, we very strong. You're not. Stupid pig man. Chinese never respect woman's strength. Strength is mind and body. No, it's just body. You see, calm Habby. What you playing, Yanner? Asked Habby. Easy, girl. We turn stake. Use chain on hand. Hurry.
Hey, do you smell toast right now? I smell toast.
Yes, I do. Hurry, on knees. Oh, I'm sure the two of you, ridden by Von Kramer, are on your knees a lot. Pull chain tight. Hobby, you pull tight. Chain hand. Now both you. Make triangle. We turn stake.
What? Why? This is stupid. There's nothing for the cups to get to grab. No friction.
You do now, like me! Yanner was insistent. A cry arose above the wind and whipping sand. We all hesitated. A long, piercing scream. The cry originated from across the courtyard commons on the other side of the main tent. I had wondered why we had been situated at the back of the camp and back of the big tent. Obviously, to keep us from seeing the torture that was taking place around the corner on the other side of camp.
Oh, crap, Happy. Yana, who is that?
I added. That sounded like Scatty, said Habby. Bastards, spit Yanner, shedding tears. Fucking women, always crying. Anger fused her frame. We gotta stop this now, and I need a smoke, said Habby.
Then you better tell me the plan, girls, because my head ain't working so hard like my head. The rifle butt had left me dizzy. Oh, Yana was fumbling with her shorts. Oh my! Happy addressed both of us.
This may sound kind of Chinesey, but we've got to check out this country club now. Well, we still got a chance. Maybe if they find us missing, they'll lay off the rest for a bit. There may be a few dozens of them, but not all of them are going to come looking for us. This blow will cover our tracks if we can get free.
Just a second. Free? How?
Pull the bull prick out, obviously. Right, Yana? Right, Hobby. Yana was smiling again. Raptor.
Oh, I'm so confused right now.
Yeah.
How I was despondent. I yanked on my chain cuff. The end slid up and down, like up and down the stake like it was squeezed. I kicked the stake with my bare foot. It did not move. See, no way. At least not without a winch.
Get some comments here. I know it's supposed to be broken English, but the character sounds like, how do I say it? Let's go with California.
California.
I wish it was a giant snail. Steak. The end of the stick had a mushroomed head. Sounds very rude. Chinese never respect woman's strength. Yanner loses 25 social credit. My head isn't working so hard. From the way he's writing, I doubt it. Alright. No, we leave. You see. We're almost at the end of the chapter. We can do this.
Good. Oh, good. Yana's the fumbling and shifted about, produced a pair of white oddities poking out of her short leg seam.
I'm sorry.
She pulled hard of it. She pulled hard, and out from it, out from a baggy cargo pants, bobbed the two white chopsticks.
Of course. You see little Asian girl, Leadman.
She took out one of the sticks and broke it in half.
Make ring stay.
She broke the half in half, and she placed it in the notch where the cuffs halves came together. The cuffs weren't closed. They weren't closed. They weren't perfectly round. In fact, they were more like an oval.
Oh god. This is gonna get clipped for sure. Small space. We fill. C.
Yana squeezed the cuff without the stake, sinking the cuff as tight as she could. As little pieces of a chopstick compressed in the gap. A wedge. A wedge.
The end slid up and down the stake like it was greased up and down over and over. Cradling the balls. Oh god, no. I'm sorry, chopsticks? Yes, Mike, chopsticks. And she just said that will fill the small space. You, city boy, no work farm. Farm, women work. Work like men. Men suck now. I'm sorry?
What?
Men run away city. Get stupid factory job. Leave women farm. No man make a women strong. No man make a women strong. You see me. You do. Phrasing. She yanked on her chain. The cuff stayed put. I was flabbergasted. Yeah, you're not the only one. Yana rotated her body clockwise. Why? The center of the clock being the stake where we were cuffed to. She sat on her butt and locked her knees, bent hard. She dug her feet into the turf. She was positioned like an oarsman in a racing skiff, only her oar was the chain locking her to the stake. You do. Sit like Yanner do. Make the joke, Mike, and thank you, the father, thank you. Habby and I maneuvered ourselves into crew positions on the remaining 2 points of a rough isosceles triangle. Oh god. Do I have to say this?
I don't. No more pain.
I'm
No more
saying it.
pain.
Okay, pull hard now.
I said no more pain.
Habby.
I didn't mean it.
Habby and I pulled our change taut, attempting as best we could to put equal pressure on the cuffs linked to the stake. She jammed chopstick halves into the gaps of our cuffs like her own, and cinched them tight as well. With the remainders of the chopsticks, Yenner locked the 3 cuffs one on top of each other by wedging small pieces through the overlapping clasps' ends. The cuffs were now stacked and wedged tightly to the stake. I gave a preliminary yank. The cuff held tight. It was true. Metal slid on metal, and wood slid on wood. But when wood and metal ground together, they locked. Leadman put feet on my butt. Habby on my butt. Kick. Pull. Turn. This is the weirdest fucking threesome I've ever heard about.
Stop.
No, your...
Stop.
Come on, no, your turn. We're almost there.
No.
We're almost there.
Wait. My broken hand was killing me. I tried to bear the strain by pulling the chain to
you skipped a paragraph. We stretched.
We. Hang on.
We stretched clockwise.
Hang on.
Cameron says, "What the fuck is this?" A just question, my liege.
Okay. What page is that on?
It's right above the paragraph you were about to read.
Okay. We stretched clockwise, set our feet on the butt of the person in front of us, and leaned back away from the stake. The chains went taut. My broken hand was killing me. I tried to bear the strain by pulling the chain with my left, but it was impossible not to hurt my shattered bones. Tears began running in the corner of my eyes.
Pussy. Pull hard.
We pulled, but nothing but pain. Tabby and Yana grunted softly.
Okay, wait. You ready on 3. 1, 2, 3, pull.
Nothing. This isn't working, Yana. We're not strong enough.
No! You shut up! Now you think stake move. You see stake move in head. Pull.
We stretched again. Thinking about moving, it was not helping. When I thought I might pass out from the pain.
My hand being pulled off. This might be the horniest thing ever read on this channel.
For once, that's not a good thing.
Hey Mike, if you wear yellow and blue, do you call yourself Mike? Father, go to pun jail and bad joke jail. Repetitive grunting, May 2021. C. Leadman, woman use head, solve problem when big man not help. Women take out stump, move big rock, or pull in ground. Hurry, do again.
Yes, boss.
Say it.
Yes, boss. Me pull hard.
Say it.
Me pull hard for you. Yana grinned through swollen lips revealing broken teeth. Teeth that had been whole and pretty earlier that day. The evil pukes do that to a woman. Yana had never complained. She was tough.
Good. Pull hard, or I make Leadman mouth pretty like mine. Pull. Good. Now again.
The rod twisted again, then locked.
Oh my. Woman use head to solve problem. I think that's the plot of about 500 adult videos. Okay, now go other way. God, phrasing. The team reverse position. Now back to back, counterclockwise. Okay, again, that can still sound like, sexual innuendo, but in like such a boring technical way. It's like, yes, very good. Now do that again, but clockwise. Now counterclockwise. What the fuck are you talking about? Damn it, it's okay, the father. Great minds. We rotated the stake the other way. It shifted again. A bit farther this time. Not farther, a bit farther this time before it locked. The steel shaft was definitely now displaying the looser side of set in concrete. I was wondering how our luck would hold out. My head was foggy. Working on the stake project must have sent fresh blood to my head. Because it occurred to me that our guard had been away an exceptionally long time. What would the lug do if we were found trying to get free? I'll shoot you. A few more back and forths, and we could spin the stake 360 degrees. Crawling on our hands and knees, dragging our chains, it spun free. Hurry! Guard, come back. You stand now, pull, and twist. Yenner got up on her knees and choked. Up on her chain, she motioned for us to copy her stance. Turn, 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 lift, lift, lift.
We walked on our knees, spinning the stake in position, straining the biceps to the max. It was worth the effort. The chain suddenly jumped from its hole a good decimeter. Ganna was addressing me again, softly with a knowing glint in her eyes.
Funny man, work rock all life, not know how to pull stake. Big city boy, pull.
The more we spun, the looser the stake.
We turned about like a crazy carousel, making sure to keep the chains taut and cuffs wedged. Before we knew it, we were standing, the stake strike plate at shoulder height. Now grab bottom and pull. We all grabbed the dusty rod, oh my, and forced our backs straight, quads pumped, our hands stretched above our heads. We so free! God damn it.
Yay!
As soon as the stake touched the ground, Yanner kicked the cuffs with her bare feet. They slipped back down the bull prick. Habby held the spar up, and we walked the cuffs off the end. The chains did not have time to rattle. We were running like hell.
The one was akin to jogging across the cheese grater. There was no doubt that our poor feet were shredding. We could not stop though. The goon squad would miss our company soon. I jumped knowing shins and skins would feel sharp stones waff. But anything was better than the abuse we had just been through, and what Scotty must have been going through. I hope that we could hold out. I am sure if anyone could hold out, it would be Scotty. The one time I looked back was the moment I plunged over the edge of the steep bank. I could no longer see the tent, only the Gobi's tantrum as the gale picked up the desert floor and flung the desert dust between us and our enemies. I'm not sure why, in this critical moment where my adrenaline was pumpkin, I heard I heard a voice from the old black and white movies. A fine kettle of fish you've gotten us into.
Surprisingly, it doesn't actually say that. And then the chapter ends with another sketch of a Saurosapien by Chris Caldwell.
You also did the cover.
Yep.
Fun fact.
Alright, well. This really was written by the guy who wrote Lady in the Basement. Oh. Big city boy pull being diagonal 20. God damn it. Horse tornado carousel body on the center motor of a tilt-a-twirl. Well, we're past the 2-hour mark. We read, what, 4 chapters? Hey, Raptor.
Yes.
You want some good... You want some news?
Yes.
We're a quarter of a way through the book.
Yay! Yay, we're a quarter. This would be... Yay.
So if we keep up at this pace, it should only be 6 more streams for this.
Woohoo! Woo!
But then if you think about it, that means 6 more weeks of this. How long is this book? It's 312 pages. We're on page 79. Yeah, I'm sorry, we're 10 past the funny number. Though, honestly, Raptor, do you think the funny number could save us right now?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, in that case, to lighten the mood, 69! A quarter? Damn, this is so much faster than some bad books. Yeah, it's really sad that we can say that. 25% through, and we had one dinosaur appearance, and it was a fucking dream sequence with the guy pissing in dinosaur public. Yes. Oh my god. But we did it. We got through another one. 6 weeks very, very nearly takes you into December. Yeah. Oh god. Raptor, are we going to be finishing this just before Christmas?
Maybe. I'm not good with the dates.
Maybe that'll be our Christmas present. We finally finish this book. You're okay? You seem kind of quiet.
I'm just still processing what happened in the story.
Oh god, okay, I'm sorry I have to tell you this, but I'm not going to suffer alone. I watched the new episode of Titans today,
Oh no.
and they asked Beast Boy what the passcode that he set to their vault was. I'm not joking, this was written in a show that's supposed to be serious. He said, "Oh, the code? It's 42069."
Ah! That's funny. That is very funny. Very funny.
Oh, and also remember how how Bagel and I mentioned to you guys that Blackfire was like grooming Superboy and then leaving for space? You remember that?
Yeah.
Well, right as she was about to take off, Superboy got super horny and super simpy and used his heat vision to destroy her ship before she could leave.
He dead. Or she dead.
Oh no, it was before she even got in. They're like, "Alright, let's power up the ship. Alright, it's working." Boom. Finishing the story as your Christmas gift to us. Yeah, I just imagine, like, after everyone's Christmas is over, like, we all come back to the stream. How is everyone? You finishing that story made our Christmases the worst Christmases ever. Thanks, guys. What happened? China's bad and they jerked off a tent pole. Yeah, pretty much. The Christmas gift is that the Uber racism ends. Raptor, any closing comments?
Nope.
Alright, yeah, neither from me. Alright, well, so, well, Mike, if you're up for it, we can do NES Godzilla again this Saturday, though it would have to be earlier in the day, because I got a dinner to go to in the evening.
Nice.
So hopefully we'll be doing that Saturday. I'll be back Tuesday with Kay for more of The Haunting of Hill House. Hear me out. Dinosaurs in China.
Dinos. In China.
Christmas
Dinah. Chinosaurs.
God damn it. Both of you go to pun jail.
I just had to.
Christmas gift is the friends we made along the way, and this book finally calling someone a slur. And then next Wednesday will be Gotham High. I'm up for it. Yeah, images are all set. Excellent. Just send me the images tomorrow, please. And then next Thursday is more of this. Oh, but I will leave you with some good news. In next week's Doom Patrol, Brendan Fraser actually gets to appear in the show, not just do voice acting.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. Something that I want to start doing regularly. If you're not already subscribed, and this is not just for people in the chat, this is for people watching in the future, please go and subscribe to Raptor Rex's channel as well. It has some grade A videos there.
Yes.
So we'll see you guys next time. Same bean time, same bean channel.
Bye.